Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another episode of our Legend of the Five Rings Bone, Blood, and Blade campaign. My name is Will. I'll be your storyteller this evening. Last we left off, Kuni Seiso was the first to arrive at the Temple of the Fortune of Wealth, where he heard some humming. And upon his investigation of the perimeter, he discovered that there was an Edo woman kind of cleaning up the situation. Uh, as is the courtesy of people of lower rank, she immediately bent down on her knees and kind of prostrated herself to the samurai. He took it upon himself to use that to kind of check her neck to make sure that she wasn't scarred. And then he discovered the body of the monk that had been tied upside down. Uh, and then, as he continued to check the perimeter and the situation at hand, he found that the monk had tried to spell out danger and then the kanji for time. He also found an urn that had some incense burning, in which he found some fingers. Uh, and as all this was happening, the crane and the dragon were making their way to the temple in tow of two Bayushi, the Bayushi Simon, who is the owner of the tea house, and Bayushi Taimara, who is the owner of the house where the little dragon sleeps and has been welcomed into the town. They warned the Bayushi about the sights they were about to see, and then as they discovered the body and the fingers, Tomori remembered that the monk had had all his fingers the day before, and that they had been bloodied, whereas the fingers they found in the urn looked to be clean. Uh, then the startling discovery was made, thanks to the Bayushi, that the fingers might belong to somebody else. And then the doji discovered two skeletons in the monk's habitat that looked to have been exploded from the inside out. And at that point, the group was attacked by a spider demon. Kuniseizo dealt the killing blow, and as such, they started to chase after them, but were kind of stopped as the doji reached out with his senses and, getting a little bit of a blessing from the kami of wind, kind of realized that there were a couple of samurai that were making their way to the mines and that would have been intercepted by these spider demons. They were shown a thick strand of the webbing that was cut down by the female Bayushi, and then as they kind of tried to get ahead of this other group, they discovered that the Dragon Clan coterie was making their way to the mines without the accompaniment of the Doji's wife. Uh, After some time on the road, Morinana used one of her scrolls and blessing of the water kami to heal the crab. Uh, and as the crab and the crane went off to clean themselves off, Tamori Nana was reprimanded by her teacher in front of Tamori Mori. And after a heated discussion, the boys came back and were treated to some tea, which was enhanced, quote unquote, by the Bayushi, with some sprinkled combination of mandrake and mushrooms. Uh, Tamori Mori read the lips of the Shugenja teacher and noticed that they had been talking about them. But what was the piece the rest of these stones was leaving the group off as they awoke the next morning to a heavy kind of thumping as they noticed that they had hands on their mouths urging them to be quiet, because in their encampment was a large, massive ogre bleeding from its eyes, and over one shoulder it had the body of Tamori Nana and one of the male samurai. And this is where we left off. So this is where we find our intrepid trio. Hello, everyone.
Oh,
Hello.
How are you doing? Are you excited for this situation?
I'm ready to fuck
No,
it up. Okay.
I'm not excited for big painted things of death.
Oh no.
You literally almost died last time.
Yeah, you know what's great? You know what's great?
Exactly.
the two people who have played L5R before are both like, yeah. The one who hasn't's like, yeah, let's get it.
Yeah, can you
all
tell?
I have.
Can you tell she's only played D&D?
Yeah, it's not D&D ogres.
But Kuni Seizo has Bayushi Saimon's hand on his mouth. Morinana and Doji Izanagi both have one hand of Bayushi Taimara's hands on their mouths. And they are slowly coming off. Bayushi Taimara has pulled up quietly off of the ground next to her, her bow into her hand, and has slowly pulling an arrow from her quiver. Bayushi Simon leans down next to you, Kuni, and he's just like, "What is proper attempt here, Kuni-san?"
Well,
When you said that there was blood in his eyes, did you mean that there was like? Can he see?
No, his eyes have been scratched, and there are some arrows sticking out of his body.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to clarify that before we
Yeah.
did anything.
The other 3 dragon coterie members are nowhere to be found. There's no bodies as you kind of like start to sit up and
yeah, they were
quietly.
probably punted into the forest.
Or turn into fine red mist.
Yeah,
Hope so.
hope not. More samurai, the better. So I'm gonna go back to like my old school like teachings because I probably really never encountered an ogre before.
Yeah.
I rolled a 19 on my lore Shadowlands.
Oh.
Nice.
So let's go with I guess a strength of theirs
Okay.
instead of a weakness.
Ogres are resilient to damage. Their thick hide makes them exquisitely kind of adept at shrugging off most blows. But you also know that the further away from the Shadowlands they are, the dumber they get.
Okay.
Simpler
How
they get.
how is both Nana and the other guy stuck to them, to the ogre?
Nana and the other samurai are both unconscious. Their hands look like they were tied in front of them and have a rope kind of wrapped around their waist and coming down towards their ankles where they're wrapped around again, and then they're wrapped over the shoulder kind of like fish.
But with rope, right?
More rope.
Okay.
Yeah. To the Bayushi, I'm just gonna kind of whisper. Their skin is as thick as armor, and try not to get hit. They might be able to hit you back and all the way into crane lands.
He slowly pulls the wakizashi from his sheath, and you see that some of the blade has already kind of like dulled, and he nods as he slowly sheaths it again. What were you gonna say, Pete?
I'm going to quietly reach over for my katana.
Okay.
Yeah, same.
Will,
good
you
one.
said that this ogre is 15 feet tall?
Just about, yeah.
Are there any trees nearby that are taller or as tall as the ogre?
The one that he toppled over with his meaty hand looked like it could have been about 20 or 25 feet tall. There's one that looks to be taller than he is.
Okay.
But it is currently closer to you than it is to him. You would have to make some noise to kind of bring him in your direction if that's what you want to do.
Is he holding a weapon?
No.
Or is it holding a weapon? Okay.
It is not.
Okay, so that's a bonus. I'm gonna
Okay.
start making my way towards it quietly.
Okay.
I'm gonna start scaling that tree.
Okay. Let's have the Kuni make a stealth roll. Let's have Amori make an athletics roll.
I'm going to be following up with the Kuni.
Okay. So let's have you make a stealth roll as well.
Oof. Yeah, I'm about as stealthy as crickets during mating season.
Holy shit!
What? What'd you do?
42.
Yeah, no, you're great.
You're great.
42 versus 15.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah.
Told you that is not a skill of mine.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna enjoy Tamori Mori's athletics checks because it's proven to be one of her best skills.
I have faith.
It is one of
in
their
them.
best skills.
Listen,
They're going to do awesome.
I want to get those two motherfuckers. Well, Nana, off of this ogre.
Thank you.
side.
At least Nana. That's right. Fuck the other ones.
So if I can jump on this motherfucker, cut it and go, we're trying.
11.
Did I do it? What the fuck? 11? Ha!
11.
This one goes to
yeah.
11.
Yeah. It's not difficult to scale a tree, so I'll kill you right now.
Shut your whole mouth.
and not miss a wink. So as the Kuni starts to step forward, the Doji kind of looks at his initiative and kind of follows suit. The two Bayushis kind of nod at each other, and as Doji starts to follow in the Kuni's footsteps, you slowly hear the string of the bow being curled back, and then you hear the crunching of branches as Tamori Mori starts to scale a tree nearby. And
Stealth. I'm
slowly,
so fucking stealthy all the time.
slowly, it doesn't matter what you make. It rolled high enough to kind of perceive the Kuni crunching up behind him. But you see it suddenly turn in the direction of the three of you, and
Yes.
it tilts its head towards you, kind of to bring his right ear towards your direction, like he's trying to piece out where the noises are coming from.
How far
Yeah.
away is he from me? And those two in the front?
He is closest to the Kuni at 20 feet away from him. He's 25 feet away from the Doji. He is 30 feet away from the two Bayushi who have not moved. And he is currently 40 feet away from you.
All right. Bring that motherfucker over, boys. Let's go.
All
I
right.
want to jump on him.
Right? You see that it has stopped in its tracks, and it's kind of like keenly turned its ear towards you. You can hear it kind of also
You know what?
sniffing at the air.
I
I
have
know
an
it sounds
idea.
weird, but what skill would be used to throw your voice?
Ooh,
Perception?
that would be performance or acting.
Yeah, performance. Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
I think more
Two in
more
performance.
performance than acting.
Yeah.
Can I throw my voice?
You can.
I'm going
you
to
can
throw my
try.
voice, and I'm going to use. Is perform or acting? You said
Performance.
performance.
Yeah.
Oh, it's agility. Great. The wind helps me on this one. Actually, that makes sense that the air kumi would help me with throwing my voice. That's actually pretty cool.
Sure.
So I'm going to. Where are you going, monster? And I try to throw the voice so it's to his left, away from Kuni, who has made noise, and I know that because I heard Kuni making noise
Yeah.
next to me, and I'm like, shit. So I try to throw the voice that way
Okay.
to make him turn away from us.
Make your roll. What was your plan, Jace?
Graceful's a crab. Oh, I was gonna throw rocks at it and then run towards Tamori, but this sounds more elegant.
26.
We're not gonna bring the IQ down of the party by doing that one.
Yeah, right.
No, we're very intelligent. This
Yeah,
party.
this is. We're so glad that we're not running a werewolf game where like the renown matters.
26.
So I had that idea that he's doing all,
Yeah.
Uh,
So yeah,
you do all
so
this. I'm like, great idea.
yeah, so you reach down and grab a rock, and then you hear the doji's voice coming from a completely different direction than you remember him being in, and you see the thing's head suddenly whip in that direction and take a few steps towards it.
Right now, the doji's a doppelganger.
I'm gonna use him turning away to move closer to him where he's within strike distance.
No, bring him over here. You're not
Oh,
gonna
I'm
steal
gonna
the ogre.
I'm gonna bring him over here. Just give me a second. I'm literally gonna strike him and I'm gonna move back.
Am I in between? I'm gonna try to move in between where Tamori is and the ogre,
Okay.
so I could slash it as it runs by.
Okay.
My entire plan is to annoy the living shit out of him and make him get pissed so he starts getting reckless.
You see a sudden fluster of wind kind of zip by the two of you that are closest to this thing, and there's a solid thunk of an arrow piercing his midsection, and you just hear him grunt in pain as he turns in the direction of where this arrow came from. Bayushi Taimara has taken her movement to kind of move under the tree where Tamori Mori is.
Mhm.
And you see the ogre kind of turn in that direction and start to stomp its way over.
I want to run past it from behind, and I'm going for a called shot for a hamstring.
Okay. That's gonna be 3 raises.
Wow, that's going to be hard.
I mean, you get a free one, don't you?
Yeah, but still, that's not easy. Okay, I'm going to go for it. It's what I would do.
Yeah.
Why
alright,
not?
So roll your attack roll.
Yep. Jitsu. Raising. I get 1 extra dice. No, it's 1 extra raise, so I just add 5, right? Yeah.
Yeah. So you get 1 free raise. So instead of going from 3 raises, it's only 2 raises that count against you. So it adds 10 to the TN.
29. Probably still missed. Because that's a 19.
No, 29 hits true.
Yeah.
And you see as you come over and you hit its hamstring, assuming that it shares the same kind of physiological makeup that humans have, the hamstring starts to bleed out, and you see it suddenly split itself into 3 separate legs, and the whole lower half pops
It's a
off,
spider.
and it separates into 3 different spiders. And you
Oh
hear
my God,
you
what the
hear
hell?
the thud of Tamori and this other samurai as they hit the ground. The blinded spider that was the top half of this creature has kind of like backed away, and the other 2 are now angrily standing where this ogre was before. One of them has 2 of its legs kind of hanging by a thread, and it's doing its best to kind of stay off of them. The other one is just kind of like surveying the situation. But if
Wow.
we could
Ogre?
That was unexpected.
if we could roll initiatives.
Can I roll damage?
Yeah, sure.
Do it. Do it, bish.
13. Meh.
Okay.
And initiative.
Where is it you roll initiative at?
I think it's under information.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Ah.
information. You have to touch your token and then hit that little D20.
Yeah, make sure
Got
that
the
your
same one.
token. Excuse me. Make sure that your token is highlighted when you're rolling your initiative.
I'm kind of slow today.
Me too. I'm same number.
My token? Oh, where's my token? There's my token.
13 for Tamori.
And
Only 19 for Doji.
I know, it's a bad day.
Yeah.
Wait, so I'm on the
You know
ground.
what?
I fell.
I'm just
No,
so like, I'm so taken aback by the fact that they could form one creature,
Yeah.
Yeah, me
and
too.
I'm like, what the? I'm stunned. I'm like, what?
Yeah. And Cooney rolled a 21. Jesus.
That's actually very unlike me.
Yeah. What a fucking shame.
I know, right? And you did
You
13.
want to get the good rolls out of the way first.
Okay. So, with that being said, that brings us to Cooney starting the round.
How far away is the closest one from me?
They're right in front of you.
All right, let's attack the one that is not wounded.
Okay.
You said there's
So-
3 of them, right?
Yep. There's 3. There's two. There's 2 in front. One that has a wounded pair of legs. The one that's blinded is in the back behind the 2 of them. And then there's one that's completely untouched.
I am going to let's raise once for damage.
Okay. Make your attack roll. $32. Yeah. Yeah, even with the raise.
Nyo.
All right.
So remember that the raise adds 1 rolled dice, not a kept dice.
Yeah, exactly.
So adjust your damage accordingly.
And all right, crappy roll. There you go.
11.
That's a good roll
Hey.
for me, so shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I rolled 2 1s and a 2 and a 3. Jeez, that was really bad.
Yeah. But after they go, would bring us to the doji.
I'm surrounded by 3 spiders right now, right?
2. The third
2.
one is blind and is moving kind of like in the back, moving away, it looks like.
Oh, okay, so it's not. Okay, so I'm gonna attack one, but I'm gonna do a feint.
Okay.
I'm attacking the one that I already damaged its legs.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna use my raise to add to the feint. So I only need 1 raise.
Yes. The feint is normally 2 raises.
Yeah.
You can only raise by an amount equal to
Wow.
your. Holy cow!
I retire. I'm done.
50.
God damn!
God,
Like
damn.
he
Jesus
cut like he
Christ.
tricked the air, right? Like the
Yeah.
air didn't know what was happening.
Yeah, the air comment that's always with him
Okay.
is just like, yeah, I guess you're gonna go low, and then you're like, how did you go high? But yeah,
Jeez.
the thing is unaware of this. Go ahead and roll your damage.
Jesus Christ.
No, it thinks it's back in the Shadowlands. That's how bad you tricked it.
Yeah, it's like
14,
Like,
and I know I add
having-
damage to it, but I don't know
having-
how it works here. Hold on.
having a good life.
Okay, so then the amount I exceeded its TN
Yeah,
to the attack is added to damage.
yeah.
The spider implodes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Yeah, I mean, it was hurt before, and sure enough, there is just a single flash of steel as this katana just goes flying upwards. And just like on the mountain before, Tamori sees this spider cut in 3 different pieces from one cut. The one that the Kuni attacked sees their enclave member kind of just suddenly cut in twain, and in a rage you will see its mouth open but no sound is emitted, and then it kind of sharpens its front legs as it kind of shoots them out towards the doji. Ooh. 26.
That's a hit. I have a 20 without armor.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
Oh, hold on. So we slept overnight, and we
Yes.
get a certain amount of health back because I had 7 points of damage.
Yeah, you get your school rank plus I
Your
believe
insight rank.
yeah, your insight rank plus I believe it's your earth ring
It's
Is
your
it
earth or
double
your
your earth rank?
stamina.
or your stamina, whichever is higher.
I thought it was double your rank. Okay, so I got
No,
3
double.
back. If it's just okay.
Let me see. No, stamina times 2 plus your earth ring. Yeah, you're right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it's 4. I got 5 back, so I'm at 2. Okay, go.
Yeah. So if anybody was damaged, it's 2 times your stamina plus your insight rank.
Yeah, I'm still a little bit wounded from
Yeah.
before, but okay.
You take
Healthy.
19 points of damage.
Damn.
Remember that
You can spend a void point
you
to
can-
reduce it by 10.
you can use a void point to reduce it by 10.
I
Okay,
use
you
a void point,
Yep.
so I take 9 damage.
Yep.
Yeah.
You see from the vantage point of your tree,
Yeah.
these 2 front legs just suddenly come together like a lance and just come piercing through where his kidney would be, and you just see this spurt of blood as the doji just barely turns what would be a fatal wound into just like a graze. But you can see that he has a major gash on his side that's just bleeding.
That's not great.
But it's your turn.
Maury?
Yeah.
First of all, where the fuck did the people go that were on the fucking ogre's back? So where'd they go?
Down the floor.
Oh,
Ran
behind
away. like little
the
bitches. What?
bottom, behind the back spider. Yeah.
They're in between the one spider that's still alive and the blind spider that's backing up.
Okay. Are they conscious yet? No. Yes.
No.
No. Fuck. And I'm on the floor already. Fuck. Okay.
No, you're still in the tree as far as I know.
Oh, I thought you said it's one on the. I was confusion.
No.
Okay.
Jump at them from the tree.
Tamori Nana fell to
Okay.
the floor.
I'm going to fucking strike them from the top, and on the way down, I'm gonna get my fucking both of my swords and fucking aim.
Okay. Let's have you make.
I don't know if that's full
Yeah,
attack or what. I don't
let's
know
have
what the
you.
fuck that is.
Let's have you make an athletics checks first.
Shut the fuck up! I hate you. That's
I'm
what
the
that was.
We're
Stupid bitch.
To see if
Falling
gonna
you
take
should
it
be
to
a
like
really easy
gymnastics
TN.
courses.
yeah, just
Yeah,
to see.
falling is not
Falling.
athletic. Okay,
Yeah.
I can do it really well.
Yeah,
You
just
roll a
to-
bunch of ones, you might miss the floor though.
Fuck you! I got it.
15. Yeah, you managed to kind of pick out the right branches to bounce off of, to just barely kind of sustain your weight as you rush forward, and you do get enough distance from just the bounciness of the limber kind of branches that you've used, that you can come down on this one thing. So make an attack roll.
Okay. And I'm attacking the one that's in front of Cooney. I'm not attacking the blind one because we can take that blind motherfucker, all 3 of us. It's fine.
Sure.
Fuck you and your mother.
26 will hit. Go ahead
Honestly,
and
the
make a
scorpion,
damage.
I'm probably gonna pelt it with arrows before we get to do anything. Damn!
Jesus.
Holy
So-
crap.
How graceful was that?
Yeah.
That was barbaric, not graceful.
Almost as graceful as a crane.
Almost.
Shut the fuck up! I'm a dragon, bitch.
You come down with both your katana and your wakizashi and this X pattern. And you see the spider that was in front of the kuni as this heavy, large dragon that could be a crab just kind of lands next to you. You see the spider just separate into 4 chunks.
All right, Blindy is up next.
The blind one is still kind of backing up. Its head is kind of tilted downward and to the side, kind of like it's listening. But it is kind of backing away.
Okay.
And you see 2 of its hands have come up, and you just hear this kind of wilted voice come out of it. Mercy! Mercy! And you see it. You see it backing away.
No.
Oh, it's gonna get mercy.
Yeah, it's gonna get
It's fine.
bleeding death.
Kuni.
That's the mercy we're offering.
How far away is this one?
It is now 30 feet away.
Okay. I'm just gonna rush forward to one side of it. Still like out of range because I mean I won't be able to attack it, but
Yep.
So I'll use actually. I'm gonna just kind of run because I could run right, like double my move, right? It'll be like 60 feet, right? If I just do nothing but move.
If you do nothing but move in a straight line, you can go.
Nothing but straight line.
Yeah.
Straight lines.
Yeah.
Straight anyways, you know?
Right.
Overrated. I'm just gonna use a move, and I'm just gonna move to one side of it,
Okay.
like basically the opposite side that the doji's on.
Okay.
Because I know that Tamori's right next to me, basically.
Yeah.
So I'll go to one side and doji go to the other, and that way Tamori can just cleave it in twain from the front.
Yep. Doji, what are you gonna do? You see the Kuni rush off.
I follow.
He makes it like I'm running away. Like, oh god.
No, he's not running away.
No.
So where's the blind, the one that's begging for forgiveness?
It is from you 35 feet away.
Yeah.
And kind of it looks like it's trying to make its way back towards the mines.
Oh god, no. I just go straight at it. Actually, no, I'm going to because it's blind. I'm gonna pass it.
Okay.
So I catch it between me and Mori.
Okay.
So it has nowhere to go.
Yeah, exactly.
So if it backs away from me, it backs into Mori. If it comes forward, it backs into me. It goes into me, and the two scorpion could pelter the living shit out of it.
Yep.
If it tries it, you know what I mean?
But sure enough, as you rush in the other direction that the Kuni didn't go, you see it kind of like it hears where the two of you are, and it starts to adjust its trajectory to kind of avoid the two of you. And as it does, you see two arrows pierce two of its legs. And it screams out in pain. And you just see it kind of shift down into this human form with an arrow sticking out of each of its legs. And its hands are up. And you can just see that it's crying. It's this older gentleman, kind of white sprinkled through his hair. He's got a bit of a 5 o'clock shadow on his face. He looks pale, almost like his body was lacking in sunlight, but he looks like he's done a whole life of work. Like his shoulders are broad, his musculature is kind of built out, and you just see him kind of like just drop to his knees. He has his hands out, and you can just hear him sobbing. Tamori.
I'm not too concerned about this motherfucker. I'm gonna go to the I don't really give a shit about the other samurai, but I'm gonna go over to Nana and start untying her and detaching her from the other man.
Okay. Brings us back to Kuni.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk forward and behead him.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it kind of allows paint to live.
Quick.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Make your attack roll.
Come on, Crab. Get your
yeah.
pincers out.
Oh, that was horrible.
It is 19, bro.
Yeah, you
Listen, Mr. 50.
Yeah.
All right, we weren't rolling. We ought to roll our age for our attacks.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah.
Bro!
Did you make your roll?
Bro!
No, his character is older.
Yeah,
Right?
did you make your roll to not die today?
Yeah, I did. I made it. I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm good.
You see that as he's sobbing, there's no hesitation in you kind of stepping forward and just kind of bringing your sword up. But in his kind of like up and down motion, you miscalculate, and you just bring it down on the top of his back. So you hurt him,
Okay.
and you just hear him just kind of like he drops down, his hands on the floor. He looks like he's on all fours, like in the doggy position. You can just hear him just, please, please, it wasn't my fault. Doji.
Tell that to your ancestors. And I slice off his head.
Yep, make your attack roll.
Ba, 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 ba. 31.
Oh yeah,
Jesus.
yeah. That lops the head right off. And you see the body still kind of convulsing, like he's still sobbing. The head, as it's rolling, is still kind of a pained look on its face. And then you just see the body kind of start to melt into this black puddle.
That rag I've been keeping now to clean my damn blade.
Mhm.
So I clean my blade again, put it back in its.
Yep.
Yeah, clean the blade. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna pick up the other fallen dragon now.
Yep.
And I'm gonna.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I'm
go
gonna
up
bring them into
to
a central
encampment.
location. And I'm gonna start. I tell everybody, bring me the wounded, and I'm gonna start checking them for injuries and see what
But
just see
there's
what I can
only
do.
we can only see 2 of them. The other ones are gone, right?
The other ones are
Yeah,
gone.
I'm gonna go check the encampment. I'm walking up there.
Okay.
Yeah. That's just. I actually have medicine trained. I don't think anybody else does. So.
Oh,
So I'm
sorry.
gonna make myself useful.
I went
Yeah.
to medical school. Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. Sorry, I didn't go to tree climbing class.
No. Yeah.
Oh, maybe you should
But you see the Bayushis kind of standing over the remains of the last one.
Hmm.
And you see them kind of like talking to each other, and they just kind of like nod. The male more than the female. And as Tamori Nana and the male samurai are kind of brought to you so you can check them over, there's an unspoken kind of like order given between the two Bayushi, and the lady, the older woman, kind of nods and starts to make her way into the forest. And as you're checking them over, Bayushi Simon kind of looks at you, like, Kuni-san, did any of the others talk to you?
None. Oh no, wait! I had one in my prologue. I had one talk. Well, it was like nebulous talking.
A spider?
Yeah.
Well, we told you that the old man was a spider and he was talking.
Yeah.
We told you the old man was a spider, so you've had a spider talk to you.
Yeah. No, I had one.
Because some of the peasants were spiders.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if the peasants with the X's on their necks talked.
Yeah.
I don't remember
That's
that
a good
part.
question, but we know at least the old man spoke to us.
But the old man was able to speak.
Yeah, he looks back at the mess on the floor. He's just like, I wonder if we could have gotten information out of it before killing it.
Oh, I'm sure we could have.
Probably.
But the stakes were a little high for us.
Do I hear them talking like this in the background?
No,
Or am I
you're
too far?
you're at the other encampment. And the Bayushi's being deliberately low.
Got it.
Because he is sneaky scorpion son of a bitch.
No, because he has an ulterior motive.
Yeah. It's not really within me to torture something for information. No, I don't. I'm not saying that out loud.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah. The Shadowlands is a tricky thing, and I hesitate to trust it.
I understand.
Is what I tell him when he says,
yeah,
they could have got information out of it.
Very well. Trust your judgment. I'll keep an eye out for you. And you see him kind of step away.
The guy who's sorry, he just my judgment. I just think to myself, as the guy who's gonna throw rocks.
Yeah.
I am well composed.
Pete, as you arrive at the encampment, about 50 or 60 feet away, you see the bedrolls are still laid out. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. Let's see how well your dice are today.
Not
16.
bad.
Not bad. As you're checking the other encampment, you see that 3 of the bedrolls are still kind of laid out like they haven't been slept in. The other 2 look like, excuse me, they were carefully kind of peeled away, like the blankets were carefully peeled away. And it looks
Crap.
like the footsteps around each of the 2 that have been peeled off suddenly kind of shift from footsteps
3 of
into
them were spiders the entire time,
the A kind
and
of
they
pattern.
gently took them. That's why we didn't see the other bodies. I walk down and I walk up to the Kuni and tell him what I just learned. It seems that 3 of the dragons that were in that enclave, that group, were those spiders.
At least 3.
Yeah.
Mm.
I suggest you check out, and I point at the 2 we rescued. Actually, not
Oh,
at
yeah.
that one, the one that healed you. I point at the mean one. Check that one.
Oh no,
No, well, I'm doing my medicine checks. I'm of course I'm checking them. Right
the
there.
mentor.
I'm mainly checking them for taint.
Yeah, the teacher was one of the spiders.
Oh.
That would explain the anger.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you check the male samurai, he doesn't have a scar on his neck.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah, he doesn't have any taint. But the Bayushi kind of looks over and he's like, if they replaced 3 of ours, could they have replaced the 2 of theirs?
Could be.
Yeah.
Very well. They very well have.
Should I send Tamara-san back to the village?
Yes. So
And she's super
I think
useful.
everybody needs to start. Well, how that? And oh my god, how the heck do we check everybody without doing
And
the
then-
one thing that would be considered sacrilegious, which is cutting them?
Well, we don't even know what do they bleed when we cut them.
As soon as we cut them, they seem to like separate. Every time I've cut them, they separate.
Yeah, but you're also not like you're not nicking them. You're like
Fair enough.
hitting them. You know.
Yeah, do they have like different colored blood or anything weird like that?
No, it just becomes black very quickly.
There's your test.
That's
And
It's a
gonna
test.
be a bit.
the 3 that you've
That's gonna
killed,
be.
the 3 that you've killed right now have also kind of started to turn to black gush.
Yeah. I don't really want to walk around town cutting people and collecting their blood in vials and watching it. That's kind of not great. It's not a good look.
You don't want to be that creepy guy?
Yeah, no, because I wouldn't want somebody doing that to me.
Yeah.
Who knows what you're really using that blood for?
Touche.
True. Fair
Yeah,
enough.
that would be how I would look at it.
Is there any other way to test them?
Isn't it the X on their neck or no?
No, because the ones that transform wouldn't have the X on their neck. They can hide it. They can take any form.
Okay. I thought that was the key.
No, they didn't
That's
have.
the key to know if somebody's been infected
Right.
before
So-
they go full spider.
So is this like the thing test where we have to test everybody's blood?
But we
Sort
can't.
of.
That's very taboo.
Yep.
Yeah.
We could just
Also, not very scientific.
no.
How are you gonna capture everyone and check them?
Oh, I asked Sakuni if he doesn't mind and the wound, because I see he has medicine. Apparently, he's checking everybody. Do you have
Yeah.
a medicine kit?
Yeah. For
Okay.
my.
Yeah, go ahead and make a medicine check.
Oh yeah, and check to see if my blood's been tainted by that thing. I'm
Ooh,
terrified of it.
Yeah.
I would be terrified of it.
Taint.
Tainted.
That's medicine.
Well,
Damn.
all right. He's Jesus Christ.
Jesus,
He'll
38.
fucking
And that's my investigation for taint. Since he asked me to.
taint.
Yeah, because I don't know if just a mere injury from these guys might taint someone. So
It can.
Okay. So yeah, so you treat wounds that an ally has suffered. TM15 will remove one key one of wounds from the victim. So you heal 7.
nice.
That's so lovely.
Yeah.
Are you wounded, Tamori?
I was in a tree and I came down like a fucking god and landed a superhero land. So no, I am not wounded.
Yes, you are as graceful as a gazelle in that tree.
Yes.
Definitely as grateful as a gazelle in a tree.
No, but were you injured before at all? It's like,
Nope.
you know. All right. Oh, look at Iron Skin over
The
here.
only two idiots I've gotten hit is you and me.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, apparently.
Agreed.
But you see Nana sit up suddenly, like she was awakening
whoa,
from a
whoa.
nightmare.
Oh wait, hold on.
Easy.
Am I tainted?
Easy, Tiger.
No, you're not tainted.
Okay.
Yes, that's what I tell him. No, not yet. I walk back up.
Yes.
Just to make Doji shit a little bit in his pants.
Just hum.
Well, I mean, I'm a Cooney. I probably have a very fatalistic view of everything.
Yeah.
Odds are I am going to die horribly in my line of
Okay.
work.
All right.
But you will die honorably.
Yeah.
We'll
That's
see.
the hope.
Yeah. But Nana kind of sits up suddenly like she's awoken from a nightmare, just breathing heavy, kind of looking around. Like, where is everyone?
Easy, dragon. Easy. Half of your traveling group were tainted and
Wait, can
demons.
you check that? Wait. Do you check them for taint?
Yeah. Oh, I check
Okay,
everybody.
okay. I was
I'm checking the person giving me tea for taint.
okay.
That's like that is like pretty much a second I meet somebody, I am like eyeballing them.
Yeah.
Taint.
When he bends down to pet a dog, he's actually checking for taint.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah. He's not petting
Yeah.
the dog. There's no enjoyment there. There's just
None.
the check
Yeah,
for taint.
no. Like the petting the cats in the
Right.
previous one.
Right.
Are those things tainted?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Fucking checking for taint all the time.
All the time. All the cats.
All the cats. Every single fucking one.
Yeah, but Nana kind
But,
of is she's looking around and she's just like, where are the others?
They're spiders.
Or a teacher. Yeah, your teacher was one of the monsters.
Told you she was a bitch.
No.
I didn't say that out loud. Shh.
No, that's not possible.
it is. They could take the form of anyone they see, apparently.
Yes, they're shape changers.
The other guy awake?
No.
Okay. What was the last thing you saw, Nana? What's the last thing you remember?
We excuse me. We had stepped out from the magistrate building, and we were instructed to cleanse ourselves before getting on the ferry to the island. So we were all kind of separated. And then when we met back up, the magistrate had told us that he was going to personally take care of the island with the other dragon that that was there with us, and she kind of looks at Peter and she's just like, I think she's your wife, sir.
The other magistrate? Which magistrate?
The town's magistrate, the head of the guards, sir. And
You're gonna need to make me do an honor roll.
no, remember it's a void point.
To resist it?
You can either give into it or use a void point to resist it. But she's like, we didn't question it because he had some other magistrates with him.
Is that the Ronin, the clanless one?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah,
Well,
The one that wants you all dead,
yeah.
purposely trying to kill you.
I'm going to the island.
Not alone, you.
You
fuck.
just see me pack up my stuff, pack up
Holy
my armor,
Can you tell us a
and
plan?
I look at the Bushi and the I forgot his name, the
Bayushi?
scorpion.
Bayushi's.
But which one? The main one. His name is
Bayushi Saimon.
Simon.
Bayushi Simon. Bayushi-san. You do not need to send her. I'm heading back.
You will need assistance.
My wife's in danger. That cave needs to be cleared out.
Well, why would he, if he's trying to kill you all? Yes, that could be a trap.
He separated everybody to get cleansed. That's when certain ones were replaced. That was a perfect time. Everybody got separated. And he's the one that apparently told them to get cleansed. And then put everybody back together. And then he was like, you guys go and I'll take her to the island. So either my wife was replaced or that guy is with my wife who I don't trust at all. And chances are he's a thing. So
I don't think he's a thing. I don't think he's
a thing
working. He's working with them to try to get rid of, to basically get rid of everyone.
Just as dangerous.
If not more so. Absolutely.
And gotta go.
All right.
So we're abandoning the mine at the moment?
No, you guys could go to the mine. This is my
No.
responsibility.
No.
My responsibility.
No. If you die, then I die. Remember the whole
Why do you
deal?
die if I die?
Because you married a dragon, remember? The whole
Chances are, if I die, she died, and you're free of your bond. Because we're both dead.
double dead.
There you go. That might work. You want to be free?
Listen.
Oh.
Both of you. Together instead of separate. It makes it a little bit easier. Also, if your wife is with one of them, chances are she's probably with more than one of them.
Fair enough.
Yeah, and we saw how good you were with the boat. You're horrible at it.
Horrible. Wait, me?
Oh, Doji.
Terrible.
Yeah, he's horrible
Also,
at piloting a boat.
You need Kuni to tell if she was corrupted by taint or just taint in general. Remember, taint, you know?
Taint.
When you say that, I go completely pale.
Don't worry. People have lived long, miserable lives, Tainted. It's fine.
I do. Okay, there is a very loud, boisterous, uncomfortable laugh that explodes out of Mori with the fucking tension.
Yeah. Like it's not necessarily you kill them right away. We'll bring them.
You s-
Depending on how dangerous we deem them, they can
Yeah, you
sometimes
see,
live a bit.
you see Nana kind of reach out and grab your hand, and she's like, "At worst case, she is a dragon, so she can come live at the monastery where we have the tea that can prolong her painful life."
That's
And
exactly right.
she kind of
Nothing
tries
any of you have
incredibly
said
hard to smile for
has
you.
made me feel better in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah, I'm.
I start
pretty
putting the
grim.
armor on.
Okay.
I do too.
I guess I tighten up my kimono and walk off. And
Oh no! By the end of
their
the week,
armor.
by the end of the week, I'm getting you freaking armor.
Yeah. The Bayushi looks over at the three of you. He's like, "Very well. I will," and he kind of corrects himself. "We will make sure that this Shugenja and this Bushi make their way back to the town safely.
I nod to them. Thank you.
It's the least I can do for a guest of mine." And he kind of nods at Kuni.
Was Nana not well enough to travel?
Just to be safe.
I really don't want to leave them here out in the forest.
Yeah, I don't either.
With more of these spiders.
No,
Oh no, they're leaving. They're going back to town, and we're going to the island.
Yeah, the Bayushis are going to lead them.
But we have to go through town, don't we, to get to the island?
Yeah, but
we're all going to the same place.
You're also
right?
rushing off. Like they can take their time.
Yeah, we're running. She can't run. Well, I'm running. You guys can choose what you want to do.
My stamina is like a 2. I'm running for about 5 minutes.
Yeah, a light jog.
And then it's an aggressive walk.
And then there's a lot of resting.
It's fast walking.
Yeah,
One foot has to stay on the floor.
We're doing the power walk.
Yeah. Make sure you're shifting your elbows.
As a little kid seeing somebody do it, I was like, "Mom, why are they broken?"
I wish ponies were in style.
Right?
Ponies. First of all, our dragon friend would not fit on a pony. They would be walking with them.
In Rokugan, they don't have. In Rokugan, they don't have full-size horses in this time period.
Yeah.
All they have is like ponies. They don't have anything. They don't have the. They don't have the horses from the unicorn yet. The unicorn hasn't even showed up in our timeline.
No, they have not come back.
Do you want to see me riding a pony? Is that what you want, Doji? Would that make you happy?
Yes.
Would that
It would make me ecstatic.
We're gonna become barrel riders.
As this one overburdened pony's riding off, you just see the two trails of Tamori's kind of feet that are dragging on the floor on either side of it.
Ay, Dios mío.
The overtaxed pony.
As soon as I finish putting on my armor, I check Mori's armor.
Yep.
Yes.
And then I turn so they can check mine.
Oh, I thought I was going in a different direction. All right, and then I check the armor. And then I look at Kuni and go, you look good. You don't have any armor. But
You're gonna check my kimono out, make sure it looks good.
Yeah, the knot looks good.
Hold on. So I look at Kuni.
Actually, I pack up everything while they're doing this.
At Kuni-san, and I go, I understand the sacred duty that you serve the Empire, and the fact that you're not properly equipped is a disgrace.
It's easier to travel without armor.
You could always carry it on your back and put it on when you need it.
True.
Yeah, you guys
Most of my work involves investigating.
Yeah, we go.
Yep.
Yeah.
We take off with the Bayushi or no?
No,
because the dragon can't keep up. She's still like.
They're also
still asleep.
Yeah, they're also gonna wait for the other one to wake up. So.
All right, we off.
Yeah.
Bye.
Oh, hold on. You check the one that's asleep to make sure that's not a spider, right?
Yes. Yep. The only one I haven't checked is the Bayushis. Who drugged you so you would sleep longer.
Wait a minute. Hold on a second. Wait a minute.
Hold on. But to be finding a point, if they wanted us dead, we would have been dead.
No. No. I halt both of them. Cooney, back in the thing. Go check them both. No.
I have
No,
investigated them
yeah.
for
When
sure,
we first
but
met
I
them, you
haven't.
checked and
Do
you
it
haven't.
again.
But
Go back.
Do it again. Look, we're
We
both
can wait a
waiting.
whole 10 minutes. Go.
Yeah.
You see the dragon, the crane, both stop and they're like.
Like this.
I go back. I go back and I fish into my pack and I grab some rations to give to them since they're going to be a bit longer, and I double check the Bayushi.
Thank you.
Oh,
Because but the other one is still in the forest, aren't they?
The other,
Isn't
yeah,
she?
the female is still in the forest.
Yeah, she's still in the forest.
but
Mhm.
check that guy because he's the one that had the shit to put in the tea.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
he does.
honestly, they could have easily killed us instead of waking us up to fight the ogre.
What sneaky motherfuckers do, but they sneaky. So let's fucking check.
Well,
them.
that's scorpion, not spider people.
But yeah, no, he as he sees you comes back, and you go through your pack to offer them your trail rations. He kind of looks at you for a moment. He nods, and as he takes one of the trail rations with one hand, with the other hand you see he comes around and scoops up the bit of his hair in the bag, and he's just like, all you need to do is ask Kuni-san. Don't play theatrics with me.
Oh, but I like theatrics. I'm staying with you.
He wears face paint every day. Of course, he loves theatrics.
Yeah.
I'm a bit extra.
Yeah, but you see that he shows you his bare neck that has not been scratched
Okay.
in any way, shape, or form.
Nice.
And as you're leaving, he kind of breaks the little bit of like what's it called, like those nature bars, and he kind of gives it to Nana. And you just
Nature
hear
rally
him.
bar.
Yeah, you just hear him. This will help you with your strength.
And don't drink his tea. And I run off.
That motherfucker will drug you.
You're gonna be like, bro, they've been out there in the forest for 4 weeks. I can't wake up.
But you guys rush along, and by midday, you're already back in the village. Take it that you guys are passing without stopping at the
Not stopping at all.
temple.
Oh, the Temple of Blood? No, we're good. Actually,
Uh,
I'm gonna open it up and see if the corpses are still there real quick, and they can keep walking. I'll just kind of quickly catch up.
Just burn it.
I'm not gonna burn down a temple. The
It's the only way to be sure. It's the only way to be sure.
Let's burn the motherfucker.
if you
Not a phoenix.
if you walk into the temple itself, you will see that there looks to have been a pit constructed, and there's a bunch of ashes and stuff that are there.
Okay, I run back out. All right.
You need a breather, or can you run?
Yes.
But as you come back into the village, you can see that there's a bit of a celebratory feeling to the city. There's
us.
there's banners being waved. The
That's
Imperial family banners being waved.
They got here.
No,
Oh no.
one of the forward scouts has gotten here.
Okay, I ignore it.
Okay.
I keep going. Shit.
And you see as you get to the docks, one of the ferrymen is there, kind of like just drinking tea, talking to Hida Aguro, who has like a fishing line out in the water. And as you approach, he just looks at you. He's like, "When did you get back?"
Island now, and I jump in the boat.
I push the boat off, and then we get another one.
What the fuck?
Good luck
I get in the
navigating.
boat with the ferryman, and I look at him and go, "Island now," and I just look at my best friend. I'm like, "Let's go."
Wait, we're in a different boat. Does that mean I have to?
No,
paddle?
we can all fit in
No.
the same boat. Get in.
Same boat.
Yeah, we get off in the same boat, so we
Oh,
go.
okay. I got nervous. I was like, I'm a paddle.
Yeah. No, you see that the Hida kind of like grabs the fishing line, the fishing pole, and he's still kind of like gets onto the boat, still holding it. He's like,
We're gonna create trolling.
this is strange for you. Didn't you leave for this island yesterday?
He's been
I-
very strange.
As we're on our way to the island, I
Wait,
don't
whoa,
say it
whoa,
aloud.
whoa.
Whoa. What
Did
did
you?
you say?
You got on the island yesterday?
What?
It wasn't you.
Shit. Okay, so I tell him, remember, spiders take. Well, we have a commoner here who's gonna freak out. You know what? I don't care. You know, spiders can take the forms of other people. That's not me.
I cover the peasant's ears.
So,
So and I'm just like,
nightmares for
I'm
everyone.
like, "Ow!"
Hold on. I look at Hida, and I look at Kuni-san,
Yeah.
and I look back at Hida, and I go, "Let him check you."
I mean, do I just open the
Gonna-
front of my robes, or is he?
No,
gonna...
he can.
Yes,
He just has to check your
yes.
neck.
Oh,
I prefer the backside,
Yes!
actually. That's where I do all my checking.
that's a different check.
You have to take your whole robe off though.
All of it, everything.
He's
I'm
like,
just kidding. I'll just hold on to this peasant's ears.
but you see, as he kind of like turns his head around so you can check him, he's like, "This is a weird way to check me up, but okay."
Or I could simply ask you, did you say anything at the Doji's wedding?
I mean,
Good point.
a little bit because I was cut off before I finished.
Is that what happened?
Yes.
Awesome. And he goes, "Yeah, it's him."
That's impressive. And I nod to him and I go back to what we were doing.
I tell him what just happened and that
I mean, I hope Tamori enjoyed the show.
I that
Go.
we are that my
Enjoy.
wife is on that island. Yeah. Ooh.
He's like, this explains some things then.
Wait a minute. Wasn't fucking Hide supposed to be in charge of your wife while you were gone?
Yeah, I look at it, but he thought I was with my wife on the island.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair, I thought the three of you were with your wife on the island.
The three of us?
All 3 years ago. What? Oh, okay.
Hmm.
So on the boat on the way over there, I'm meditating.
Yep.
Because I used a point of void and I think I'm going to need it.
I'm stretching all of my fucking hams. I'm stretching it all.
Okay.
Limber up.
Limber up.
Stretch out. Get ready to use all of that athletics that never help you.
I'm just gonna assist in rowing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make a meditation check, Pete.
I did. I got a 15. I failed.
Make him do the athletics check because he's fucking right.
Yeah, I needed to get a 20.
Yeah.
Actually, do you all have your armor on already?
Yeah, I have my armor on.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna like final check it, just like
Okay.
you know.
Yeah,
You're-
I'm
We'll get in there.
I'm so worried about what's going. I can't meditate.
Yeah, the Hida doesn't have his armor on.
Does he have it with him?
No, not at all.
All right, then hold on.
Yeah.
Does he have armor? Does he have a weapon?
Yeah, he has a katana in his wakizashi. He has his daisho.
Okay. Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, Mori is the first time that Mori even sees me not be able to meditate.
Yeah.
Like you see me try for the first time and not be able to just. I don't hear you at all.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you
why?
go.
There you
There
go.
we go. Now we
Right.
hear you.
Oh.
Yeah.
That was
I could-
weird.
I
You
could knock
probably
you
bumped it.
out.
No, just I can't center myself.
Oh. Okay. Well,
You know what helps me, and you hear the little sloshing of the gourd.
oh my glob again.
I need my wits about me, my friend, especially in what we're gonna walk into.
I'm surprised he didn't try to set up a tea ceremony on this boat.
That's a good idea.
There's no proper way to do a tea ceremony on the boat.
I should
I'm sure you
be
would find a way.
I should be in my full wits as well. And you see him take a big swig out of it.
And at that point, I just reach back for it.
and you just feel it slowly kind of like caressing the fingertips of your
And I
hand,
just-
and he just pulls it away at the last moment. And he just plays that
I
trick
just
of
give
keep
him the
away.
eyes.
He does it 2 more times before he puts it in your hand.
Well, 3 times. So
Yeah.
yeah. I take my swig. And I look at you two, and I'm like,
Oh, I'm crab. Look, we lit like this might be my last moments on Earth. I guess we party all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely have some, and then offer some to Tamori.
I will hesitantly take some.
hesitantly.
Yeah.
Hesitantly, yeah.
Then give you a firm pat on the shoulder.
So as they start to drink it, I reach to the bottom and I tip it up a little bit higher.
Perfect.
Just
God damn it, my rolls better be great.
that. There's a heavy swig of plum wine as a doji helps you to get a little bit more liquid courage than you were hoping for. But the Hida kind of pats you on the back as he takes the gourd back from you. He's like, "It's good."
Wine is delicious.
It is good. That's not what I'm worried about. Last time I had it, I fell asleep.
You downed 4 cups of sake.
I don't even remember counting, so.
Yeah, I try not to count after 2.
Um,
Don't let your cup get empty. Then it's constantly 1.
This is the man I like.
Is the peasant still rowing all by themselves?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
at this point, I pick up because I can't meditate. I pick up I actually start helping.
Okay.
You're helping a
Yes.
peasant doji? Wow.
I need to get to my wife now.
I do want to make light of the situation, so I do bother him about being on the same level as a peasant to distract him from his wife's situation at the moment.
Yeah.
So,
Fair.
Also,
Mhm.
we should figure out a way to identify each other since there's apparently some of us already on the island.
That's
I-
easy. Hold
yeah.
on.
Okay.
You had 4 cups. You had 3 cups.
3 cups of what? Sake?
And there was one last cup of sake that we all came back for to get the bottle. So that's what we ask each other.
What about the other crab?
No, that's us 3. We have a question to ask him about my wedding.
Oh.
Yeah, we could ask him about the speech he gave. Yeah,
Exactly.
we all know that. Okay.
And I look at the peasant and I went, tell me something private about you that I can ask you later.
The peasant kind of looks at you. He's like, "Oh yeah. I wet the bed until I was married."
That's enough.
Actually,
Oh, wait a minute. Hold on.
No,
Hold
you're
on,
gonna
Tony,
you're
could you
gonna
check
sit-
him?
Of course, but also you're gonna sit offshore until we say,
Yes.
you know, Phoenix fires. So you're gonna sit there until we
No,
shout that to
no.
you. Yeah, because none of us are Phoenix. Nobody's gonna think us say that.
That's right. Correct. Good move.
Y'all are
Smart.
making fucking riddles.
No, I don't want this poor person to just like be murdered.
Get
'cause
ripped
he's-
apart by
'cause he
spiders
sat
and
here
get
on a
replaced.
boat because he did something nice for us.
Yeah.
So no, they're gonna sit offshore, sort of.
I don't want to
safe.
have to replace another peasant.
Yeah. Yeah.
Our code word should be Charlotte, because of all the spiders. I mean, we are stuck in her web. Boom! Got it.
Bam, 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 bam.
I know.
Hey, okay, so
So yeah.
we have a code for us 3, which is a question about the sake.
Yep.
Mhm.
How did we first meet? Drinking sake.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he arrives on the shore. He lets you all deboard. You see the Hida kind of give him
I push
the
him off.
fishing pole, and he's just like, "Don't lose this fish, or I'll break your arm."
Oh.
And the
Is
guy
he
ki-
still dragging a fish?
yeah,
the whole
yeah, yeah.
time?
Yeah, keep
And-
trying it with us.
And the guy kind of looks at him like with this face of worry, and he's just like, "I'm just kidding,
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
but I do want that fish." And the guy's like, "Yes, sir." And he pushes the boat off and kind of like starts to wade out into the end of the shallows.
Mhm.
So, before we start in, I will say a prayer because I'm apparently the only really religious one here.
Mhm.
And then I start to walk in.
Yep. You can see.
I kind of remember where the traps are.
Well, you can see that the traps have been already set off and they've been marked.
Okay, good.
Some of
Well,
the
that's convenient.
some of the men have kind of come in once you told them there were traps here. That they've come and they've kind of made sure that they've broken them and things like that. So it's an uneventful kind of 20-30 minute walk into the island towards the actual temple. And sure enough, as you walk up, are you just walking into the actual temple grounds, or are you gonna?
Oh, I just walk in.
Okay. You see your wife in the middle of this kind of group situation where they're all kind of discussing the things that they found, and she looks up at the noise, and she kind of looks over in your direction, and then she looks over to her side to where the doppelganger of you is, and she looks back and she's like, what is going on here?
Dude, I don't even. Before she finishes that sentence, I'm already charging at the doppelganger of me next to her. Like I just charge. I don't
Yeah.
even talk.
Okay.
And is there a? It's gonna be embarrassing to everybody else here. I say a pet name that I have for her,
Mhm.
and I say run. Like a pet name that I only have for her that is one of those names.
Yeah.
And I say run as I run toward her.
And you rush forward, and you see that the the copy of the Kuni kind of step in front of you with a lunging kind of sweep. So if you could roll your jujitsu to counter, or an athletics
does-
check if you want.
Does doppelganger me have the face paint on?
Yes.
26. I'm jumping underneath to plug something in. Something got unplugged. My tablet's about to run out of power. Give me a
Okay.
second.
Yeah.
Oh, and he's down. He's down.
Yep. Crane down.
And he's under the table.
Ba, 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 ba. But you hear the Hida kind of lean in to your ear. Ray, he's just like, I've never been more confused in my life.
I point to how many people are. First of all, how many people are in this room?
Outside of the temple grounds where you remember the priestesses being set on fire, you can
Right.
see that there are a total of 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people.
10 people,
10 people. There's
including our doppelgangers and his wife.
so
Okay.
there's the three of you, the three copies of you.
Mm-hmm.
There's his wife.
Mhm.
There's the Hida,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a copy of Nana and the samurai.
Oh shit. Okay. I point to Nana, the copy of Nana, and I tell Hida, attack that one as hard as you can.
She's so little.
It doesn't matter. Do it.
I'm gonna go beat myself up.
I'm gonna go beat myself up.
Okay.
I don't know.
What happened? You're cutting in and out.
Yeah, we'll be 26.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm cutting out.
You were. I think you're fine now. You easily leap over the sweep and kind of make your move forward. And you see your wife just has this confused look on her face as you're rushing towards her, kind of vaulting over the table that's standing between you and her and the copy of you. You see the copy of Tamori Mori pull the katana free. You see the copy of Kuni Seizo pull his katana free. And as all of this is happening, Tamori Mori and Kuni Seizo just see this large crab man go walking forward. The Hidaguro was given an order by Tamori Mori, and he just kind of walks over the little girl, the little copy of Tamori Nana, just kind of like holds their hands in a closed position underneath their chin, like, oh, you wouldn't hurt me. And
Jesus Christ.
without missing a beat, Hidoguro just cocks his right hand back over his shoulder and brings it down like a one-handed haymaker.
Wow.
I love it.
And you hear the crack reverberate around the whole temple grounds. And the copy of Tamori Mori's head just kind of like slumps down for a moment. And as the body starts to crumple under its own weight, you see its back explode outward with spider legs.
It's a speeper.
Uh,
I was waiting for that to be the real Nana, and I fucked up in the forest.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh man, please don't let me."
please let this be a copy. And he's like, "Oh no, I this is not what I wanted."
Who says that?
Hidoguro.
Yeah.
He says that with the spider because he doesn't like spiders.
Yep.
Okay, well, tough luck, buddy.
But as you vault over the table, the two of you square up with your doppelgangers, and your wife has this kind of frozen deer in headlights look.
Yeah, for sure.
As you're vaulting over, you're so like your hand coming down to your hilt. Would you like to swing at your doppelganger?
Yes. And I'm going to feint to rip this thing apart.
All right, make a roll.
Where is it? Jujutsu. 31.
31. Yeah, go ahead and roll your damage.
16.
Okay. Everybody.
Plus whatever the difference is between the TNs.
Yeah. So everybody else, go ahead and roll your attacks on your doppelgangers.
Do I know these things to be tainted?
Yes.
Okay.
I rolled
15. 27. Yeah, you both hit.
Right.
damage, bitch. 15 damage. Let's fucking go.
Okay.
As I just walk up and punch him.
Oh, I hit him with the fucking butt of my fucking sword. Aquapa. I pistol whip a motherfucker with a samurai sword.
Just bag it up.
Yeah, right in the jaw.
So all of you kind of decided to go for the non-lethal approach. And as the two dragon that were there explode out into their spider form. You see the doppelganger of Kuniseizo just kind of crumple under the weight of his body, and he falls over to the floor. And the large form of the doppelganger of Tamori Mori kind of suddenly just holds their face and just falls backwards.
So do we knock him out?
It looks like it.
Nice. Okay, we'll deal with one spider at a time.
And you see the doppelganger of the doji just cut in half as there's this arc of steel, and then there's the blood splatter that kind of matches the arc against the far wall beyond. And as he lands and kind of takes a protective stance of his wife, you see an explosion of just blood as a spider leg suddenly burst out from the side of his body, and you see his wife suddenly start to shift its form up into a giant spider.
Fuck.
And this
Spider?
is where we'll pick up the next episode. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning in and joining us for tonight's shorter than average episode. Please wear your masks, keep your distance, keep washing your hands, and if you haven't, please get vaccinated. And as always, I am putting a list of phone numbers in case you need to reach out and get any kind of help for mental awareness. It shouldn't be a taboo or a stigma. If you need help, please seek it. If you are a friend or a family member of somebody who is usually a strong personality, please reach out to them, say hello or how are you, because any simple kind of gesture can change the trajectory of somebody's course. So please check in on your friends, check in on your loved ones. And if there is ever a need, please do not feel like there is a stigma or a taboo about getting help for mental health issues. Mental health should be part of our general health, and it should be considered the same thing, not a separate entity in and of itself. And with that, I will hope to see you on Friday for our Star Wars campaign. If not, we will see you on Monday for our Vampire the Masquerade finale. And if not, I will see you next week for our season finale of Legend of the Five Rings. Good night. Be safe, and we will see you when we see you.